Tonight, I wanted to chat a little bit. Well, first, is there anything that you ladies would like to chat about? I always come up with topics, but is there anything that you ladies want to talk about that you guys are struggling with when it comes to movement? Carrie, I know we talked last week. You said you're really good with movement. Like that's not really a struggle with for you. But is there anything else that in regards to movement that maybe you have questions or if you ladies are struggling? It is becoming summertime. Kids are out of school. If you have young kids who are still in school, um, if you're in that position, are you finding it hard to get movement in? I know some individuals are. No.
I haven't changed my routine
Oh, good.
with the kids. No.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it never affected them, so I
Right.
haven't changed my routine. But I do have a little challenge.
Okay.
When I came back from vacation, um, when I would run, my hips started hurting, and it was a new feeling. And so I reached out to Tori, and she she's thinking it's my feet, and I think it's my feet as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I had that surgery on my feet, and um, I've noticed that I'm probably overcompensating, and so because it's on the other side where the hip is hurting, and my foot's been real swollen lately. So I don't know. She told me that I probably shouldn't be running anymore. Maybe not forever, but for now that I
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't. And that's my movement. That's
Gotcha.
other than my strength training. That's how I'm getting my cardio for my weight loss season. And so now I've got to figure something else out. And I've talked with my coach about it, and we have some ideas, but I'm a little bummed about it.
Yeah. I mean, running is your
Now I have
jam.
to adjust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you have to adjust and it's something that you really enjoy and you've been very consistent with. So now it's one of those mindset things, right? Where it's you're trying to wrap your head around it. Um, I think that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing is just trying to wrap your head around it and just trying to shift that mindset. It's not something that's going to be an easy shift. But you know you are more than capable of, finding another alternative for running. And then that's the thing too, it's not forever, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a season of change right now that you're gonna have to go through. Especially for the health of your feet and your hips. Like, oh, she's turning into a robot.
Yeah.
There
I
she
can't
is.
put myself in a position. Am I roboting out?
You were, you're good now.
Okay. I can't put my feet in a position where I'm going to end up needing another surgery because I can't do that again. It
Yeah.
was too hard to have to go through that recovery, and so I'm really trying to think about that and making sure that it's okay before I start putting a lot, because running's a lot of pressure,
It is. It is a lot of
and it,
yeah.
yeah, but
So do
I'll
you
figure it out.
do you have any like cardio? I mean, I know running is your joy, but is there anything that you're like, I don't mind this so much?
Well, the app that I've been using has, because my strength training ended, so Leah had recommended this app, and it's got different workouts in it, and some of them are HIIT workouts, and that really does get my heart rate going and
Mm-hmm.
gets me sweating. And so she said that I probably just need to look for some longer
Mm-hmm.
workouts because they're like 20 minutes, and she said maybe shoot for like 30, 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
which I haven't tried yet.
And some with sit-ups. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh,
I like doing like stationary bike. I just don't have one, and so that would require like a gym membership, which I've
right,
thought of renewing. I just never did after COVID,
right.
but that's a possibility, I guess.
So when you ran, how long was your runs? Was it like 30 to 40 minutes?
I was doing 30-minute runs.
30-minute runs. Okay. So yeah, so I think that's a good suggestion of trying to find hit programs that are like 30 to 45 minutes, about as equal to your running duration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll be checking in with you and see how you're doing with that. I know it's not going to be an easy transition, but you can do it, Marlena.
I know.
So does anyone else have anything that they're struggling with or changes that are happening? Are you doing your Tori exercises, Terry?
I am. Aren't I, Marlena? Marlena reached out to me and she said, hey, if you need somebody to be accountable to. So I think Friday I reached out to her and said, I'm going up to school right now and I'm going to do my Tori exercises.
Good.
And as soon as I did that Marco Polo, a friend called and said, hey, can I come to your house? And I'm like, I'm on my way up to the school because that's where I was going to do my workout. She goes, oh, I'll meet you up there. And I'm going.
Oh.
So I was mad, but I got one I went up there Saturday and then I did the one I did today. I could do at my house. So I did it at my house.
Good.
So I have 2.
Good. Good job.
And I got my steps in. I got all my steps in today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job, Terry.
Yeah. Maybe I'm back on track.
Yeah, finally. I know it takes some adjusting when you come back from vacation. I think a little bit longer than you expected, but that's okay.
It did this time. Normally it's a good 2 weeks, but this was like 3.5.
Yeah.
So it took a lot longer, but there's a lot of
you had a lot of moving parts.
A lot of life going on.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So
it's slowing down.
Julie, you're still doing Tori exercises, correct?
Yeah, I am. My husband just got home from a movie, so I've been I've been quiet.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm still doing Tori exercises 3 times a week. So and then walking and all of that stuff. So
good. Still using your treadmill?
No, I've been walking outside, so
perfect.
But I need to up my walking. I need to double what I've been doing, so I might have to start using my treadmill a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay. It's a good plan.
Thanks to Tori.
Gotta love Tori. Oh, that's awesome. Well, good. I'm glad you ladies are doing good. I just wanted to check in and see if there's anything. But the topic tonight that I want to talk about was, and I've seen it pop up here and there, just with some individuals that I'm working with and some individuals that I think other coaches have been working with when it comes to movement. But there's going to be a time whenever you work with a coach that we're going to give you a movement that you may not like. We're going to give you a movement that you may feel uncomfortable with, that may not be your favorite. And it could be different reasons why you may not like it. For me, if a coach programs me pull-ups, I dread pull-ups because I'm not that good at pull-ups. Like I want to be good at pull-ups, but I don't have the upper body strength to do pull-ups. And it's just, to me, it's like, I will do them, but they're not my favorite, right? Give me back squats, deadlifts all day long. I will do those, right? There's going to be some stuff that we give you too, like, especially with Tori exercises, like it's not glamorous movements, right? They're kind of boring. It's like with stretching and mobility work. Like I give my clients mobility work and stretch work, depending on what it is that they're needing. And it's not fun work. Like I even struggle to do mobility that I need to do, because a lot of it's just slow movement, making sure you're moving well, you're moving correctly, right? And so there have been some cases though where some individuals might say, well, I just skipped that. I'm not going to do that. I don't enjoy that. Could you not program for that for me? Because I don't like it. But here's the thing. As a coach, we're going to ask you, like, why do you want us to take that away? And if you're like, well, I really don't like it, is that really a good reason to not do it? Because we give it to you for a reason, right? We see something that you're asking us to give you. And so we're going to give you that movement to try and get you to where you want to go with whatever your goal is. And if we take that away, you're also taking away that challenge, because we give it to you as a challenge. And if you try to take the easy road, no matter what it was, you could apply this to nutrition as well. Like if you take the easy road, are you ever going to overcome that being able, it's a mind game of like, I can do this challenge. But if you always take the easy road, you're never challenging your mind, right? So if there is a movement that you come across and you're like, oh, I don't want to do these, and you skip it, I want you to think about it as a challenge. You're challenging yourself, and take it head on. And there comes a point though too, if it's a movement that you're like causes you pain, that's something different, right? That is a conversation you need to have with your coach. You're like, this movement causes pain. Okay, let's address that. If it's something like Toria says, if it causes you pain, let's talk about it. Let's look at your movement. Maybe we have to take it out for now. That's something completely different. But if it's a movement to where you're like, I just don't like doing it, then I want you to think about taking it as a challenge and challenge yourself and face it head on and just do it. Because the more that you do it, the more reps you put in, then it becomes a little bit more easier every time you do it. I'm going to say a little bit more easier because it may not ever become like super easy. Right? Like I still dread pull-ups. I will do them, but I still dread them, but I see it as a challenge of like, how many can I get done? Can I do the full recommended reps and sets that I'm told to do? Like, do I have to use a heavy band to help me get up there? Can I use a lighter band this time? Right? It's always a challenge. So I just wanted to remind you guys that if there's something, whether it's movement or nutrition or anything else that's going on in your life that you're like, I don't want to do this because it's boring and uncomfortable, I want you to just take a second to just think about it, how it's going to be a challenge to you and how you're going to overcome that challenge. And you're going to do, it's getting 1% better, right? That's our goal, is to always get 1% better. So I'm just curious, like, do you guys have anything that you're doing right now that you're like, whether it's the Tori exercises or a movement that your coach has given you and you're like, I skip it because I don't like doing it? And I won't call you out. I promise. I won't tell on you to your coach.
Well, I don't have my boring exercises from Tori or my coach yet. So I don't know. I will say that the program that I use, I do tend to get bored with the post, whatever I'm doing, stretching, because I know what's coming and I just want to get to the next one, or I'll skip one that doesn't feel as good because I know the next one is going to feel really, really good. And I want to spend more time on that.
Right.
So it definitely requires a lot of self-discipline, which I don't always exercise.
Yeah. No, I totally feel you. Because I do the same thing. There's certain stretches that I enjoy. There's certain ones that make me feel uncomfortable, mostly because I need it, because I'm super tight in certain stretches. And it's like, it's a reminder of how unflexible I am. So I want to skip it. So I totally feel you, Carrie. And yes, there's going to be times where you're just not going to have that self-discipline. It happens. We're human.
I am, however, very, very sore from the Fitme in the park workout we had on Saturday.
Oh, you went to that?
Yes.
Good.
My lats and my upper back are killing me. Many bear walks.
Oh gosh. Bear walks will get you. Yeah.
Kudos for doing them though. I mean, my gosh. So today I don't know what the Tori exercises, and she has a circuit of 3 rounds of clock rocks, shoulder rocking, and those are 60 seconds, so 1 minute of it. And then the cross crawl rocking chair she has in that circuit for 3 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you, when I got to the third one, I'm like, no. I just skipped that puppy. So it's like, I'm too tired to do 3 more minutes of that.
Yeah.
So I'd do another minute maybe, but
yeah.
So I did. I didn't do the last one.
Yeah, that's a long, so that would be a total of, you have to do that 3 times? 3
Yeah,
minutes,
so
3
9
times. So
minutes
9
of-
minutes. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a long one. So,
that is a long one.
I have a rocking one in my Tori exercises, and I still can't do it. She's gonna have to replace it with something else because it causes pain in my
Oh,
back. So
yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
and you lay on your back and you rock
Mhm.
opposite knee and arm. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
it's a weird one, and I can't do it. I couldn't do it when I started, and I still can't do it because I have a anterior pelvic tilt,
Mhm.
and so my back won't lay on the floor right.
Oh, wow.
So it
Oh.
just hurts.
I don't do it well. I mean, I do it in my closet. Nobody sees me.
Oh my goodness.
I don't do it well.
I'm not even sure which movement that is. I haven't seen her whole list of movements, so I'm not even sure, but it sounds interesting.
It is interesting, and you're rocking and you're trying to do it fast, and there's just no way for me to do it. I could do it without rocking, but I can't do that exercise rocking on my back because it causes pain.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to see this exercise.
Right? Me too. Hey, Terry, demonstrate for us, please.
I'm not demonstrating. No way. But I'll give you the video. Let's see. I'll turn down the volume so you don't have to listen to the guy. Now, mind you, most of the exercises are Tori doing them. This one is not.
Yeah, it's not.
That's funny.
Oh, you have to get to it.
So he's putting his forearm on his elbow or on his knee, and he's rocking.
Yeah.
Forearm to knee.
Yep. Opposite.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a twisting and towards
Yeah.
a little bit of a thoracic
Yeah. Yeah.
mobility, and then you're trying to loosen up your lower spine.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can sit there and hold on to my knees and rock back and forth. That'd feel
Right.
really good.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Interesting.
something to look forward to.
That takes some
Yeah, there you go, Carrie. Something to look forward to.
that takes some coordination too. I'm going to try that, and I will report back next week on how it went.
That coordination. Yeah.
I don't have the coordination either, and it causes back pain. So she snuck it back in there, and I'm like, nope, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, there was, I can't remember the one exercise. You sit on one leg, and then you have your other knee upright, and then you lean forward. My legs don't go that way, so she had to take that one out.
Gotcha.
My knees don't bend.
They don't bend. Yeah.
They bend a little, but not enough to do that one exercise. So
right.
Yeah, I don't have that mobility either.
Yeah, I broke my kneecap like 36 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, and those are some things that's like, it's okay if you don't do it because if it causes pain or your body just is like, nope, can't do that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. And Tori is good about, finding modifications or just a completely different exercise if needed. So that's good. Well, good. Although you're going to have to work yourself up to that full 3 minutes 3 times, Terry.
I know.
But even if you do,
and I will.
You will.
Yeah.
It just, and like you said, maybe the last one is just a minute, and then the next time a minute and a half, and then 2, slowly increment.
Yeah.
That's okay. That works
Baby
too.
steps.
Baby steps. You'll get there.
That is the one I dislike the most out of all the exercises I have to do.
Yeah.
Because it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah. It's usually the ones that we tend to put up, the ones that are hard or just uncomfortable, we tend to put off. I think it's just, like I said, it's a mindset thing. It's not your body you have to convince, it's your mind, right? Isn't that what they say usually? So our mind tells us you're good. Your brain wants to keep your body comfortable and out of, doesn't like to be uncomfortable. So your brain will tell you, you're fine. It's okay if you can skip the last 3 minutes. You don't have to do those weird rolling things. So.
And Marlena would love them because they're ab exercises. I'm giving you a hard time about that tonight.
Yeah, those are the ones I skip. Ab exercises
Yes.
and anything that has to do with like a push-up or plank, because I have no upper body strength, and so those are always really hard. So I'll just
Skip over. Yeah.
Skip over it.
Or like I programmed a workout for myself today and I made myself do push-ups, but I only made myself do 5. Because I was like, I really don't feel like doing more than that. I'm just going to do 5. We'll do it 4 times, but that's it.
Well, it's helpful because you're programming it for you yourself.
This is why usually it's like, if I'm going to do a workout, I need somebody else to program it for me because they will force me to do things I don't want to do. And this is why it's nice. Like I like the Fitme 2.0 that you guys get your own trainer, because we will make you do things, or at least we'll program you things that you won't otherwise do. It's up to you to do them. But, that's why it's nice having a coach or a trainer, because we push you to try things that you've never tried, and to hopefully make you comfortable with strength training and, your movement. So yeah. So I need somebody else to program for me, because I give myself the easy stuff. So, does anyone have anything else or any questions or anything you want to chat about that you're struggling with? No? Awesome. You ladies are easy. You're easy to talk to. Well, awesome. Well, thanks, ladies, for hopping on. It was fun chatting with you. And don't forget, Wednesday evening call is with Coach Leah. And then Sunday, we have our Sunday Fitme family meeting call. So, all righty.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, Sam.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You
Bye,
too.
ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.